Okay, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to target your competitor's audience. There's two great ways of doing this. I'll be talking you through each one and showing you step by step how to do it behind the screen. Okay, well, let's do it. Okay, so let's just jump straight into it. So we want to target our competitors' customers. There's a number of reasons for wanting to do that, but essentially if you have a better product or service or similar sort of content or a really good offer, then it can always be worth targeting your competitor's audience. I've seen some amazing results from doing this. Every strategy, it's worth testing it. If it works, continue it, or try and scale it. If it doesn't work, switch it off and try something else. Okay, so let's just jump in. So let's just say we're doing conversions campaign. The most important bit of this is the ad set level. Okay, let's just keep this as the example. Competitor campaign. Wonderful. And don't worry about all the other settings here. Let's just go straight to the ad set. So let's call this example. Oh. I'm going to take the example of yoga with Adrian, if you know what that is. I'm sure lots of you do know. It just popped on my screen this morning. I'm doing her 30-day journey. So shout out Adrian. Okay, anyway, so if I want to target yoga by Adrian, I'm not going to try and spell her name because I'll spell it wrong, knowing me. Okay, so yoga by Adrian. You don't need to worry about all of these elements. This is just a demonstration account. The most important stuff here is going to be in the detailed targeting. So if I wanted to target Adrian's audience, there's two ways of doing this. The first one, which is really straightforward. Essentially, you just type it within detailed targeting. If it appears here, we're away, easy, job done. We can just run ads to that interest and we should see some good results if your content and your offer and etc. is all the same, very similar or better, ideally. Okay, so fingers crossed. There you go, with Adrian, or is it by? Oh no, it's with, sorry. There we go, easy peasy. So what you'll see is that on the right hand side it says description, people who have expressed an interest in or liked pages relevant to yoga with Adrian, So this is wonderful. This basically means we can just target her audience or various aspects of around Facebook that people have liked that will basically be her core audience, which is great. So if I run a yoga channel and I want to target her audience, this is how I would do it. Now, in some cases, your competitor that you want to go for will not appear here. So that means we've got to go to strategy 2, which requires us going over to audience insights. So I'm going to do that now. Okay. So now I'm in audience insights. I'm going to select everyone on Facebook. Boom. And let's say I only care about people in United Kingdom. And okay, that's fine. Let's do United Kingdom. Okay, so you're going to leave Asian gender wide, and you're going to leave everything else basically open. The bit we're going to try here is yoga with Adrian. Now, when you put in this interest here, this is really, really amazing, essentially, that the insight you can get. Facebook's got so much data on everyone that it really, really, really can give you some amazing insights for your campaigns. So if we're just looking in the UK, this is a summary of the age range and the gender for Adrian's audience, which is, there's loads of interesting things here. 93% women, which is interesting. I'm probably in the 7% men. And then, you can see the age range, where her core audience lies. Elements of that's really interesting. You can see most of them are married, see the education level, so on and so forth. You can dig into this and pull it apart as much as you want. It's really, really got some juicy stuff in it. Okay, but actually the most interesting part is when you head over to page likes at the top. Now here, you'll see what says top categories. These, essentially, you want to keep a list of these audiences. and they are worth testing. So they're all pages that essentially, if someone likes Yoga with Adrian, they're also like This Girl Can and Deliciously Ella and Witchers and Partners. So there's lots of really, really interesting elements you can take from here that are worth testing. Essentially, that's where the audiences will be crossing over. Okay, so that's it's very interesting. And this bit is a step further. This shows off Affinity Score. Now, what that basically means is how likely this core audience is to like another page. So, for example, if the fan of Yoga with Adrian in the UK is 889 times more likely to like This Girl Can Run than the average Facebook user. So that is a very interesting thing to sort of keep in mind, and we can start targeting these competitors. You really want to be targeting those pages that are a lot bigger, but you can. This gives you so much inspiration for where you should go. These are audiences that you might otherwise miss. So yeah, I would make a note of these, and I would actually try testing them. Okay, so now let's assume Yoga with Adrian wasn't a targeting option. What I would do is I would take some of these, and then knowing that the affinity score crosses over, that the Yoga with Adrian's audience would be within there. So, for example, let's take a few of it. This Girl Can Run, Park Run UK, Deliciously Ella, This Girl Can. Okay, so if I head back to Ads Manager, so now we're back at the ad set level. What do you want to do? Let's pretend, okay, we removed it. So Yoga with Adrian wasn't there. So we've been to Audience Insights and we've done some research, and we know that there's a high affinity between This Girl Can. Oh, are you going to appear? Okay, this one, I'm pretty sure it will come up. Hey, that one doesn't appear, this is a good example. Essentially, this is how the process works. Let's try Deliciously Ella. There you go. Okay, so we know, although Deliciously Ella is food, I believe, we know there's a really high affinity between Deliciously Ella and Yoga with Adrian. So by targeting Deliciously Ella, we know that a percentage of her audience will be Yoga with Adrian's audience, which is a perfect crossover and way to target our competitor. So I really suggest trying this. I think in this example, I probably wouldn't lead with Deliciously Ella. I'd probably lead with something which is more focused on physical exercise and yoga, ideally. And then, again, you can test. So I would probably, in a campaign where I wanted to run it to competitors, I would pick out 5 to 10 competitors for individual ad sets and then run those against each other and see which ones perform best. Cool, I hope that's helpful. I've seen this work very, very, very well in the past. I really recommend it, particularly if you think you've got a better product or equally as good content or better, or you've got a better offer. So yeah, give it a try and let me know how it goes. And I hope this was helpful. As always, please hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. It helps get more eyeballs on the channel. All right, thank you very much. See ya.